Geelong Cable Locations, specialists in locating and exposing underground cables.
At Geelong Cable Locations, we have two ground penetrating radar units. We've got the GSSI and the IDS. The GSSI has a SURF 3000 connected to a 400 MHz antenna, whilst the IDS has a 250 MHz antenna and a 700 MHz antenna built into it. Now both GPRs come out with our service locating vehicles. So every time you call us to do a service locating job, we bring a GPR out with us in case we need to use it. Now today we're going to do a bit of a demonstration at the front. So let's head out to the nature strip and see what we can find. Come for a walk. Okay, so today Shannon's going to use the GSSI ground penetrating radar unit. Now I'll get him to do a few scans up and down this nature strip, and we'll see if he can find the water main and the gas main that are supposed to be on this side of the road. And I think he's just found something. There we go. Good. Alright, so I'll let Shannon keep going and doing his scans, and I'll run through with you basically what's going on. So we've done a dial profit request, and we've got all the plans back from all the utilities. Now, power is overhead, Telstra is overhead. We've confirmed both of those as well, and they're all good. But the water and the gas both run on this side of the road, apparently. Now, what we want to do is just confirm it. So we've got the GPR out, and we're going to run up and down and see if we can find them on the same offsets as what the plan says they're meant to be. So you notice with Shannon, what he's actually doing is he's moving forward, then pulling it back and putting marks down on the ground on either side of the radar. So what you need to do with GPR is you need to go over the object first. Then once you see it on your screen, you pull the unit back and mark where it actually is. And you mark on both sides of the radar. The center of the radar is what we're actually seeing on the screen. So we mark both sides, and then we go through later on and mark the center points. So we'll go through now and do our last run. Now this is what it looks like when you're looking at the screen itself. I apologise, it's a bit hard to video the screen while it's being pushed. And there it is there. See how beautiful that looks? That's great. That is an object. So we pull back, pull back, pull back, and then mark it. Now that looks really, really good. It doesn't always look that good. GPR sometimes works really, really well, and then other times it's just terrible and doesn't work well at all. It really does depend on the soil conditions for the area. I mean, look at that. That's just beautiful. I love that. Any person using GPR would love that. So there's your object there. So we're going to pull back and mark where it is. So yeah, that is it. That is how GPR works. So the main thing to keep in mind is GPR is no silver bullet. It's not the answer to all locating needs. We do use it on nearly every job we do these days, but there are some areas where it just will not work. So we just need to keep that in mind. So Shannon's is going through now and marking the centers, as I mentioned earlier. When we do the scan, we mark either side of the radar. Then we go through later on and mark the centers, and that's where the object that we found on the screen actually was. And then when we have marked all the centers, we simply play a game of join the dots. If we have a dead straight line, like this one that Shannon's doing right now, then we know it must be a man-made object. If we have a dot out in the middle of nowhere by itself, then it could just be a rock, tree root, or anything that's underground. Okay, so there's your gas main just there. And behind it there, that's your water main. Neither of these could be found with a standard cable locator, but we bring the GPR out and we found both of them, which is perfect. And that is it. That is our little demonstration of the ground penetrating radar unit in action. Hope you enjoyed it. Like always, if I can be of any assistance at all, please don't hesitate to contact us. But in the meantime, hope you're well, take care, and bye for now.